Hello, this is Gen Jeff with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and we're doing Torpedo the Dreadnought today with torpedo boats or destroyers. And I haven't successfully done this one yet. Now, we could go with more torpedo tubes or balanced techs, but what I'm doing is optimize torpedo range, which gives us a 52 knot torpedo speed, plus 112.5% torpedo accuracy, whatever that means, because it doesn't really matter, and 14,000 meter torpedo range. Now, why am I going with this? Well, because if we go to torpedo propulsion, that gives us electric torpedoes. Now, why is that important? Minus 75% torpedo detection range, because the AI freaks out when there's torpedoes going at it, and spots them early and can immediately react to the darn torpedoes. It's really kind of annoying. So we're going to go with the largest torpedoes, 19 inches. Let's do torpedo boats. Multiple expansion, I guess, just to get more displacement to use. We want to do this on the cheap. Yeah, that doesn't help me either. So there's not a lot that helps you with this. We have to use torpedoes, so I'm just going to go with... because a gun you can mount on a torpedo boat is not going to do anything to a battleship. So I'm going to throw an enhanced funnel on here. A couple of 2-inch guns. Toss them on either side of this, and I can stick one to the rear too. But I don't want to, because we want what we want. Can I stick a barbette on here? That'd be funny. Oh my god, that's a thing. I'm pretty sure I could stick one on destroyers, but okay. Torpedoes. I don't like how... well, this is a torpedo boat, not an actual destroyer. But on destroyers, you can't have the side-mounted ones, like in real life. I'm kind of mildly disappointed by that. But here we go. Torpedo launcher, and a torpedo launcher. We'll build 8 of them. Aft weight offset? Terrible. Don't care. Do not care. Let's get this thing to go a little bit faster. And then let's make it a little bit smaller. Hello? Just a tad bit overweight. There we go, 27 knots. We can build 8. What can I do? Well, we can probably get that, which will increase... can I get... yep, there we go. 27.5 knots. We get 8 torpedo boats. Each one fires 6 torpedoes. And the idea will be to just launch a wave of torpedoes at the enemy battleship. Because that is really all that you can do. Because the guns aren't big enough to do anything. These are just little tiny 2-inch pop guns, and there's no way you're going to get a big enough main gun to actually do anything to a battleship. So let's launch this. Okay. Continue. 8 torpedo boats versus 1 battleship. This will go badly. It always does, and always has. Alrighty, so... and let's just shut that off for everybody for the time being. Until we get into a point where we actually see the enemy. And then we're going to launch the noob wall of torpedoes. Okay, goody. What is that? Oh, frick, it's already spotted my guys. Okay. You, and just you. You can't launch smoke. Don't get hit. Okay? If you can avoid being hit, that would be fantastic. It probably will not happen. What is the range of this? Ooh, that scares me every time that fires. So that'll be the guns. Range 14 kilometers. This is 4 kilometers away. And you're lined up. Don't hit, okay? Just don't frickin' hit me. Yee. When you're kind of there. I want to at least get 3 sets off. Because usually it relies on nailing this guy with a lot of torpedoes, which can be quite hard to do. Are you pointed? No, you're not. Oh, you are off. What about you? You're not either. Okay, everybody who can, fire the torpedoes. You've set off a bunch. Come on. Thing is, I need y'all to send them at once. Yep, you're dead. At least you got your torpedoes away. Torpedo boats are one-shots. Okay, so you fired, which is actually a dreadful time to do it, because he'll be evading those torpedoes now that you fired those, so none of those will hit. Let's see how many of these actually hit. Because torpedoes are chronically not hard hitting in this game right now. So that one's probably going to miss. This one here will hit, which will cause some flooding. But other than that, all those torpedoes miss. You turn that way. Okay, you fired. So we got more torpedoes. He spotted them this time. This second set here is going to miss. Yep, and all those are going to miss too. Oof. And there's another set there. That have been set away. Those are going to miss. Maybe I should build a destroyer. And if I get a triple launcher, that'd be kind of nice. What is this thing? You've got a lot of 13-inch guns. Not a single one of those torpedoes are going to hit. And TBY is sinking due to structural damage. Yeah, all of those missed. He's still avoiding them. Now, one thing is, these can't actually reach their top speed for some reason. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Now, if you could all fire your... Fire them all at once. You've got a 14 frickin' kilometer range, and the battleship is 5 kilometers away. So if you could all fire a giant volley any moment now, would be nice. Come on. Nope, don't do that. Yeah, so they're not firing their torpedoes. There we go. You fired... Yeah, and now no one else is going to. One shot takes those out. You fired... most of those are not going to hit. Oh, the other guy got some torpedoes off before he went down. How many are going to hit? You hit, but you're dodging, so all the other torpedoes will be avoided. Yeah, there's the other wave, so none of those will hit. And with that, I'm actually just going to... Let's try this. Restart battle. Start. That's a terrible formation, too. And they can't even lay smoke, so these guys are... singularly useless. Because all the battleship has to do is get lucky hits. Who's firing torpedoes already? People, how? How are you all launching torpedoes? You've launched torpedoes somehow. You're reloading, and so are you. Despite the fact I know that none of your tubes can fire. Not at that angle. It's like, you all saw the way the thing is set up in the ship design. And yeah, the moment they see him, the thing just turns and completely avoids it. One of these two might hit, which might knock out its steering. Which would be handy. Come on, come on. Boom. Steering is intact. 10-inch guns this time. Yeah, you go this way. You go that way. Destroyed torpedo, fire, you'll go down. Okay, so we got loads of torpedoes going off against this guy now. They should be threading in between each other. Very good. There's a couple good hits. His steering is broken, so he'll be doing a circle. Okay, so you guys don't matter anymore because you're doing this weird loop-de-loop because this guy's trying to get to the back. What this guy will be doing is spinning in circles as his steering is broken. So this is literally the time we have everybody attempt to get in close and launch torpedoes at very short range to maximize the possibility of hitting. You're at a dead stop. And TBY6 is sinking. TBY5 is going down. Where's TBY5? Oh, you're over there. Okay, so we've hit him with a few more torpedoes there, and he should be having significant flooding, but he frankly isn't. You're loading your torpedoes. You're loading your torpedoes. And note, he's still dodging. And you'll be sinking because of flotation damage soon enough. More torpedoes launched. And 98% flotation, completely recovered from all the flotation. And he's dodged that. Not a big shock. probably dodge these too. Dodge? Yep, right between them. Even without steering, he can still maneuver. So, that doesn't work. Not with this. Destroyer. No, we're going back. Exit. More torpedo tubes. The answer is more torpedo tubes. And a full-size destroyer. And only the frickin' throw a 5-inch gun on there just for the sake of throwing it on there. We don't need you. Range is short. Overweight ship. Because why wouldn't we? Iron plate, if we go crop armor, despite the fact there's no armor. It boosts it. We don't need a rangefinder. We don't really need a radio. Oh, this actually does have some armor. Boop, boop, boop. Completely irrelevant. We can't do electric, but we can do this. Standard or fast. And we need more funnels because clearly we didn't have enough funnels last time, so... Now it does it actually say how much ship capacity? Ship details. I'm not seeing a thing for funnel capacity. Stability, flotation, turnaround, base accuracy, smoke interference, 100% engine efficiency. Okay, so that's where it is, at the very bottom. Times 4. Oh. 19-inch torpedoes. Okay, so how can we save weight? Do we really need it to go that fast? Probably not. Only 2 destroyers. There's a way for me to get that to 3. Thus far, no. What if I made the torpedo slightly smaller? Still 2. That gets me 3 destroyers. That got me 2, 3. We can start increasing the weight. The speed, I mean, not necessarily the weight. Okay, this is a crap destroyer. But again, due to the nature of how this is working, we're not here to design good ships, we're just here to design ships for the job. For a very specific job. But hey, our torpedo boats didn't break 20 knots. These will at least get to 24. Enemy smoke spotted to the north. I want you all to line up right away. Off. 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 And hopefully we can all have you facing sideways right away. Because the 14-kilometer range didn't matter. These are ugly destroyers. Ugly, ugly destroyers. That thing should be sailing in our direction, so we just wait for it to come into view, and there it is. And, oh, they've added shift. Ooh, remember when I couldn't do the shift thing? Now I can! Don't tell me you fired. Oh, you retards. I probably shouldn't have given them 5-inch guns. Oh, the torp is only 5 kilometers. Okay. So we gotta wait for the battleship to sail within range of the now much shorter range torpedoes. You know what? Come to a stop. And everybody gonna fire torpedoes? There's one volley, there's the rest. Okay, so we got a giant volley of torpedoes heading at the thing. Only now has the enemy actually spotted our destroyers. Yeah, none of them are gonna hit. Yeah, I should have held fire longer. But we can do this. Look at that. Huge wall of skill right there. The wall of skill. Full speed, 23.5. You're doing 24. You're still doing 18. We've got him on fire, but the guns aren't going to do anything. Damn it. And you won't turn the correct way because you're dodging that. And you're still not loaded. And now you're all going to be doing this weird dance thing as you try to avoid each other. Or even just shoot each other in the process. And you won't launch torpedoes now because he's in the way. So yeah, I honestly at this point really hate this mission. Are you going to launch torpedoes? There they go. Go straight at him to present a smaller cross section, which didn't matter because you got nailed by a 3-inch gun, which automatically brings it down to 50% flooding. Oh, I hate this mission. And there's a retarded Admiral, French one, that said, oh, destroyers can defeat battleships. No problemo. Yeah, he's a fool. That guy was a fool. I gotta give you a main tower. Use the cheap one. And we're not gonna give you any guns. Standard funnel. 31% engine efficiency. So what we're gonna do is basic engine. Drop this down to 22 knots. Dual funnel. Yay, let's take up all the space. It still can't get to 100% energy efficiency on the fucking engines. Well, it's 41.6% efficient. Let's get rid of that. U-22, 44, 66. We can do this. We get really nothing more. Nothing more. Torpedo launchers. Yeah, this is dreadful. This is a dreadful little ship. So, back to the hull. Destroyer 1. Main tower. Front tower. Boom. Debugger is stuck on my screen. Don't know why. 4 deck torpedo tubes. We need funnels. Standard funnels. all of this is crap, 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 crap. Reduce the speed to 24 knots. Terrible funnels. 53%, 100% efficiency. And we'll be building 5 of them. Severely overweight destroyer. Oh, it's going to make me put a main gun on here. Fine. Here's a worthless main gun. You happy? Alrighty, and we're still overweight. And switch that to there. We'll build 6. No, we won't. Build 2. Okay. Maybe we can get some more. Literally ignoring the weight offset, just going, we're just running with the weight offset. 3 destroyers, we still have 100% engine efficiency. I want fast. Yeah, 15-inch torpedoes, which will be terrible. These will be terrible, but there'll be more of them. And we can get 3 destroyers in. Let's do this. Well, the battle for this one will be the next episode, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're sending in destroyers with 16 torpedo tubes. I don't think it's going to work. I did make them fast. Still going to have a 4-kilometer range. See ya. Alrighty, so let's take our, frankly, garbage destroyer, and let's do this. Click to continue. Enemy spotted north. You're going to detach everybody. Okay. And, well, your top speed is a whopping 21 knots. At least you can reach it. Because there's no way to get the frickin' torpedo boats to reach their top speed. Oh no, we gotta steam at it for a little while. Oh, we're already spotted. Of course we're already spotted. Hey, at least you're not hit. That's a torpedo, right? Oh, the torpedo's 5 kilometers. So, aggressive, aggressive, and aggressive. Launch. You don't. I want you to turn in. I want you to turn in, and you can turn in as well. So we've got our wall of skill deployed. And that is sinking now. I don't want you firing. It is already maneuvering to avoid, because it spots them. And when I'm manually controlling battleships, they never have that kind of turning radius. This should be like healing them over, completely wrecking their accuracy. Because that turn rate is freaking crazy. Yeah, they've managed to avoid it all. It's like, it wouldn't be so bad, but when the AI spots torpedoes, it literally turns like it's a fucking destroyer. Hey, are you gonna fire? Oh, you're unsafe. Fire. Fire the torpedoes. Fire the torpedoes. Okay, he has fired. Turn at him. He'll spot him, and this guy will turn like a destroyer. Yeah, look at him turn. And there he goes. None of those torpedoes will land. And it doesn't matter, because that's dead in one go. So, yeah, the destroyer missions, frankly, suck. They frankly suck. And that was so short, I'm actually just editing it onto the previous episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Launch a torpedo at a dreadnought. That thing will freaking turn like it's a fishing boat. It's like you can't land a hit at all with a torpedo. It doesn't matter. It just dodges. You can try to ambush it using electric torpedoes, as you saw. Doesn't matter. Sees it. Just cranks over to the side. Doesn't lose any accuracy in the process. You can use fast torpedoes, hoping they get there before the guy can turn. But no. The battleships defies the laws of physics and, again, turn like they're a fishing boat. The AI is a bit cheaty in that regard. But it is early access. And here's what we'll do. Over here, let's actually design something that looks like an actual kind of nice destroyer. A real destroyer. So we'll have our medium expansion induced. Throw some extra auxiliary stuff on here. Give it corrupt to reduce the hull weight. We'll leave the armor in. Coincidence rangefinder, a radio, because that's never a bad idea. 19-inch torpedoes, white powder. I can stick a double bottom on this sucker. But that doesn't matter. Leave it 27 knots. And, okay, so we'll throw a main tower, a front tower on here. Like I can throw it way up front. That should cause issues with it being top heavy. And then we'll stick a gun there and a gun in the back. And it needs some funnels. So we'll throw some funnels on here. Oh, cool. 100% efficiency already. Just with that. And then we'll throw on some torpedo launchers. And slightly overweight. Which we can fix by putting up 17-inch torpedoes. I'd prefer bigger torpedoes, but hey, whatever. Can I fit a double bottom on? No. Anti-flood? No. Reinforced bulkheads? No. Can't make it any faster. So let's add some more armor to nothing. Because we're at 899. This isn't really the best looking destroyer. We can move some stuff around to fix the kind of the weight. And there we go. So it doesn't have a turning slowdown. And this would be a somewhat functional destroyer. Let's just... Can I stick a funnel back here? No. I kind of want to stick something there for decoration, but let's move this over. And there goes the neighbor's dog. There, we don't have remotely near the weight offset, which increases the turning time. Well, makes the turning time better. The weight and cost layouts. The armoring, which there isn't much. Armor quality, gun damage received, torpedo damage received, flooding chance, displacement, engine power, top speed, and this makes for a relatively decent looking destroyer. So there we go. Torpedoes are broken in the fact that the enemy dreadnoughts just turn on a dime in like freaking racing car speeds, turning radiuses, which just seems to completely break everything for torpedoes. You just can't even do anything about it. But this is what, in-game, once the campaign and everything is in, this is kind of more the destroyer I'd probably actually be designing. Still launches 8 torpedoes, has a decent gun armament, 4-inch guns, and it's kind of like the Clemson class, I believe. Let's look at the Clemson class. I need a browser. Clemson class destroyer. And we hit this, go back over to here, and somewhere is the desktop view. Yep, so if I shut that off, here we go. It's kind of armed like the Clemson class destroyer, a little bit smaller, 900 tons as compared to, as you can see here, we go up top, this is 900 tons displacement compared to the Clemson class's 1200 tons. This also has 4 4-inch guns, like this one, like that destroyer there, and this has an 8 torpedo broadside right there. Well, you can't see the torpedo tubes in that photo. Where is a good picture, aerial picture? This one's sinking. That doesn't help. Oh, there's a load of them right there. So I can't really see the torpedo layout of these. Ah, yes, the complete disaster. Because someone was an idiot and didn't think to turn in the fog. But yeah, this makes for a halfway decent destroyer. 12 21-inch torpedo tubes, 4 times 3, with 3 on each broadside, which we can't do at this point in the game. It forces you to centerline them, because I kind of want to do broadsides. But hey, at the moment the biggest destroyers we can make are only 1,000 tons. So let's drop that back down. So yeah, work in progress. This is a better destroyer than my other ones, far better balanced. But torpedoes don't work right at all. It's like the battleship just goes, "Oh, you've launched torpedoes at me. Okay," and completely dodges them. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thank you all for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to hit that stupid little bell thing that YouTube has added, because otherwise you won't get notifications of any new videos if you subscribe. Also, follow me on Twitter, @GenJeft, as I always have my video updates on there, so you will never miss a video if you're on my Twitter feed, because they'll all be posted. And any other dumbass comment I make as well. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.